Welcome, you absolute legends. I am Thorn First, I am Pete, I am back. It is another weekly rotation from the 8th to the 14th of July. This is week 14 if I remember correctly. And as always, it's what I've been wearing this week. So we're not going to do that anymore. Let's see what I've been wearing this week. Right, we start on Monday and we go with iconicness. That's all I can say. The most sold fragrance ever as far as I'm aware. And it still sells by the bucket load. From 1996, I went with the original Acqua di Gio. Now, this is not the original formulation. This is a newer version which has been weakened down and it's not as good. But I haven't got a vintage formula, so what are you going to do? But this is absolutely beautiful. It's got lemon, lime, that freshness off the top. Got peach, a touch of rose, even a little bit of oak in here. It smells absolutely amazing. I bring it out from time to time. The performance is not good on the newer batch. I've got to be honest. I get about 4 to 5 hours if I'm lucky, and it's not the most heavily projected thing. However, if I do want to wear this, I will put a bit of ivory or ambroxany over this, and it does give it a little bit more oomph out. So I get about 7 hours off my skin when I do that. I love this scent. A beautiful day here in England, and quite frankly, I just wrote something iconic and fresh. This did it for me. So on Monday, we're with Armani's Acqua di Gio. Right, Tuesday comes and I went for a release I think came out late last year or start of this year. I'm not sure exactly when it was released, but I've been starting to wear it. And this is a good wearing of it on Tuesday. In the House of Hugo Boss, this is Intense, the new version, and I wanted to try it and see how it was going. And again, England's being weird. It's just like going, I want to be rainy, but I want to be it's just like so annoying. So you have to try and base your fragrances based on the weather. It's a nightmare. But this is not a nightmare. This is lovely. I think this is underrated as hell. So this has got apple, cinnamon, red thyme. It is really aromatic. It's fresh. It's got lots of vibrancy to it. Leather and a touch of cedar in here. This is an absolute belter. I would say it's better for spring and autumn. But I say what, if you want to wear it in summer and it's a bit of a dreary day, this works absolutely perfect. It's got that iconic DNA of apple and cinnamon, you know, from Boss Bottled, and they've done a really nice job with this one. Very aromatic, beautiful fragrance, and it's not too expensive now. I think it's dropping in price a little bit now, so try and find this one if you like it. It's sweet, aromatic, beautiful fragrance. Tuesday is a Hugo Boss Intense. Right, Wednesday, and I went with a discontinued one. But this came out in 2003, and it's one of the weirdest bottles I've ever seen in my fragrance collection. This is some Kenzo Air. It's weird. I don't really get it. And maybe just me, I don't know. But I've got like half a bottle left, so it's fine. But it's one of the most woody, a little bit more aromatic fragrances, and it's got a lot of things like anise, cedar, it's amber, bergamot. It's a very unique fragrance, and to be honest with you, again, weather was a bit unpredictable. As always, quite frankly, in England, you can't just trust the weather. Let's be honest. If anyone's in England, you know what I'm talking about. It's like so up and down. But a really nice one. It's a little bit fresh. It's still got that aromatics in it. For a weird and wonderful day, I fancied a weird and wonderful fragrance. So for Wednesday, I went with Kenzo Air. Right, Thursday, and I decided to go a little classy. Oh yeah. And sometimes in life, you just feel that you need to wear something classy. So I went with a 2009 banger. Obviously, I went with Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. This smells absolutely phenomenal, and it's still about. It is probably one of my top 5 Vetiver fragrances ever. If you want me to do a Vetiver fragrance list, let me know in the comments and I will do you one, because I think Vetiver is just such an amazing scent. It's really classic, but it's also can be grassy, it can be smoky, it can be a lot of different variations. So this is a classic version. So Vetiver, orange blossom, woods in here. Absolutely, all I can say is it's iconic still at this point. This still sells bucket loads, and if it gets discontinued, I will buy a backup, maybe even 2 backups of this because it smells so good. So for Thursday, smelling classy, I wore Tom Ford Grey Vetiver EDP. Right, Friday, and I decided to try one of my new fragrances out, and I do testings on this, and some days you have to just try these things. So I went with a new cologne, and this is from Maison & Humbert. This is Cetra Malachek. Now I believe this is a cologne of God of Fire by Stephanie Hubert Lucas, can't remember that. But this is absolutely amazing. It's got bergamot, lavender, blackcurrant, woods, spice. It's very aromatic. It's quite a thick fragrance. Does perform actually well. I get 7 to 8 hours on my skin. So for a 25-30 quid fragrance, it smells like it should be 200 quid fragrance. All I'm gonna say is let you do the maths on that. This is really good. Now I have not got God of Fire yet. I haven't got everything because I haven't. But it would be on my wish list just to see how good each one pairs. But for this smells fantastic, and I am very happy to have this in my collection. It's a great cologne that I didn't expect to have. So this is Friday. This is Maison & Humbert Cetra Malachek. Right, Saturday, and we're going iconic again. I mean, this has been quite an iconic week, this is. And this came out in the 1980s. Oh yes, the decade I was born. Oh my goodness, I was getting old now. This came out in 1985, and it is a classic. It is classic Green Irish Tweed by Creed, sorry. And this is, without a doubt, one of the best summer fragrances I will ever put on my skin. It doesn't perform brilliantly, I will be honest with you. I get 5 hours of this, but I love the smell, and quite frankly, I do not care. I have a massive 120ml bottle, so I will happily reapply 2, maybe 3 times, but I don't wear it all that often. And when I do, I want to enjoy it. So lemon, verbena, violet leaf, which is that fresh, looks like almost like cucumber vibe, very nice in there. Iris, a bit of sandalwood, again very easy to wear, nothing complex. The only downside to it is price and performance. The smell of it, quite frankly, is fantastic, and it is an amazing one from 1985. Creed Green Irish Tweed. Right, which leads me to today, and this one came out in 2021, and I don't think it's iconic, but it certainly hits above its waistline. So this, now for Tom Ford, this is Costa Azura EDP. This is beautiful stuff. This, quite frankly, is what I want to wear when I need to pick me up. I think it's warm, it's cozy, it's inviting, but it's also a little bit fresh. It's beautiful that. So it's got cardamom and oud. Now the oud in here is so light, it's unreal. So it's not like a skanky oud or a heavy woody oud. No, it's a very light oud. It's a very nice one. Seaweed, lavender. So again, you're getting that manliness, a bit of soapiness, freshness from it. Oak and a bit of vanilla. So a beautiful scent, an amazing one, and I think this is still around about 120 quid. Not cheap, but it's so worth it. It's sort of like the Parfum version, I think, better for like the full ones. But the EDP, you can wear this anytime, any place, anywhere, and you will smell like $1,000,000. Great little number. So today, I went with Tom Ford Costa Azura EDP. Right, so they have another weekly rotation down. God, time is flying when we're having fun, and there's still, I think I'm getting caught up with this. But as always, if you want to find me on TikTok and Instagram at Full Fragrances, I am posting there daily at the moment. So please follow me over there, it would be amazing. If you want a top 10 list, a fragrance review, or a question, hit me up in the comments. I will happily answer any questions. I answer pretty much everyone's messages, and if I haven't answered it, I will do. Don't you worry. As always, you absolute legends. Smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. It's out.